Hey Perry, how are you doing? What's up, girl? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Surviving. Feel that. Well, I feel a little better. I did work today, but now I'm finally starting my weekend, my work weekend. So that's pretty awesome. Okay. Sure, send it quickly. Hmm, I wonder what's for dinner. What's up, Ideal? Perhaps a chunk is for dinner. Perhaps. Let's see this. Ooh, okay, okay. It's kind of got a little spiral pattern going on. I like the 1 billion roses in the middle. That's fun. Nice job. Okay, let's make it night or day, I mean. Okay. And then let me just get it all set up. Hey. All right, all right. Think it is time to start digging once again. I see. Yeah, I was wondering if like I had a smudge on my screen or something. And then I closed the image and I do have a smudge on my screen, but it's unrelated to what I saw in the image. Definitely need to clean my screen, but let's let's not think about that. Let's focus on the chunk that we gotta mine. Let's figure out the. Let me just make sure this is correct. It should be, but let's just verify. Yep, this is the one I want to do next. Okay, let's begin. I listened to Wowika's Unhappy Refrain album today. Good? It used to be the only Vocaloid album that was top 1,000 albums overall on Rate Your Music. Is there a song on there I would recognize? Oh, I definitely know Rolling Girl. Isn't Rolling Girl like low-key one of the most popular just Vocaloid songs? Or am I tripping? Okay. Okay, then that makes sense. Are any of their songs on Spotify or nah? Oh, that makes sense. Yes, I assume anything that's on Spotify is probably just a cover. Mm. My mob sound on? It is. Just want to make sure. Yeah, it looks like there's a little air pocket, so that's cool. A lot of it is in a different chunk, though, it seems. Granite Dome got grouped. Oh yeah, wait. Didn't you say you built it on a Anarchy server or something? No. World's End Dance Hall. I've probably heard these songs, but I don't really remember them by their titles. That's the problem with being an OC completionist. I've listened to so many songs that are kind of like songs I don't really care about that it's hard to actually even remember the songs that I do enjoy or liked at any point without them being super memorable. Like if they weren't super memorable, then it's really hard to remember things. I actually do wonder like how many different songs I ended up listening to. Because obviously there's map sets of like the same song, but I do wonder how many unique songs I ended up listening to. 10. That might be kind of high. I don't know. Okay. Love repairing the pickaxe. Go. Joel. I think Vocaloid stuff is music that I've just never gotten into, but I think I could enjoy. I feel like my experience of it through Osu is generally positive, although I feel like not all of it is exactly what I like. It really does depend on how the vocals are done. Because obviously the vocals are kind of like the whole point of Vocaloid. So if the vocals aren't mixed good or something, then definitely it can be off-putting. But there's some Vocaloid songs that are absolute bangers. Thank you for waking up from your coma, Ideal. I'm alright. I'm happy that I finally get 3 days in a row off after like 3 weeks of not getting that. Yeah. I mean, I did work today, so the next 3 days I'll be off, but I'll be very glad to get some rest finally. Yeah. I mean, dude, like, even though I'm exhausted, just the fact that I know I'm gonna be resting the next 3 days, instantly relieved. Like, I don't even feel that bad now that I know I'm not working for a few days. Yeah. I still think my favorite Vocaloid song I've ever listened to is Meltdown. That song is incredible. I can't think of that many other Vocaloid songs that are as good as Meltdown. That one is unbelievable. I see. See, I need to find more songs that are like that. I just wouldn't know how to find anything similar to it. Oh, you know what though? I actually got reminded. I think it was only just a few days ago I decided to randomly open Rate Your Music because I've been consistently told about this website, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just try and look some things up on here. I didn't realize how highly rated Demitori's album, the one that has Eastern Dream on it. I forget the exact title of the album, but that one is actually pretty highly rated, which is awesome. Deserved, but I was just a little surprised. I feel like, I don't know, maybe in my head, in my assumption of people on Rate Your Music would just bomb Toho in general. Second highest rated Toho album. I mean, I wouldn't know what number one is, but to me that one is number one in my heart. I can't think of another entire Toho album, maybe with one exception, that I like actually want to listen all the way through every single time. Shoegaze, okay. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what the difference between an EP and an album is. I think that's the only time I've ever seen EP used. It's just, yeah, it's like short albums. I don't know. Either way, whatever it's called doesn't really matter. I really need to look up the name of this Demitory album, but I swear to you, it is one of the only albums in my life that I've listened to all the way through multiple times and been like, yeah, this is peak. As a not a huge music head. Oh, thank you for the actual Japanese name. I can't wait to be able to read this. I'm just saying, Eastern Dreams literally gives me chills every time. I had the pleasure of playing it again recently this year. It was awesome. The Jonathan LFJ one. Absolute masterpiece. Because I played on Titanic for Score Farm. But yeah, it's just so good. I think music's one of those things, if I gave myself more time to dive into. I'd probably really enjoy. I just literally never find time to actually just be able to sit down and listen to things. What instrument would I play? Mayonnaise. Lock it in. Music haters when they listen to the album The Sound of Silence. When they listen to John Cage 433. Finally some good music. The song really wants to be played, sorry. I know you skipped it, but... Or did you just request it twice? I think this bot doesn't really like to remove things properly. It was not equipped to handle someone requesting and then removing something twice. Have you considered that the song didn't authorize you to remove it? So true. How did I react when GN FC'd Heat Abnormal Hidden? Not very much. I mean, good score. It's just, it doesn't hit anywhere near the same as when he did the first Flashlight FC on the Unforgiving. We were there for this score. The hype was legendary for that one. And also, fun fact, my message was like one of the only Osu in-game PMs he opened right after doing the score. So I feel pretty epic about that. I think it also just helps that my Osu username is so stupid that it just makes messages stand out more. Dude, I literally got like hundreds of messages. What was I supposed to do, man? I can't, I couldn't do it. Like, I got enough messages where I legit thought my game was gonna crash because it was lagging so bad. Like, I didn't even know the Osu client could do that. Oh, yes. Perry Joel. Wow. This is so bad. Sorry, Perry, you did an awful job on this, man. Thank you for skipping. Unfortunately, I think this is the case, Grill, but it's okay. Thank you for the all caps request of Darude Sandstorm Ideal. Your favorite stream is on. Yo, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? It's good to be back. I am okay now that I am not working through Thanksgiving week. Look. Look, like I said, girl, I literally got hundreds of messages. I did not reply to every single one. If it helps you feel any better, I did not respond to most of them. I just literally couldn't. It was kind of overwhelming. It really felt like it. Also, your Osu username is kind of insane, dude. You're dying trying to buy a new computer, you're on a tiny budget, you can only use eBay. Yeah, I mean, I talked about this before, but I bought myself RAM like 2 months ago. Literally 2 months ago. It was around $60, which was the price that it was hovering around for a long time. And I checked like 5 days ago, and it more than doubled in price. And apparently, like, most RAM has doubled in price in the last 2 months. Like I know the reason why, but like why, man? I hate AI so much. Actually making gaming a luxury thing again. But yeah, I feel that. It's I feel like more and more to afford things in life, you have to just be willing to accept secondhand and use stuff. That is the state of the economy. Thought we were being Junior students, promo codes lower price. Oh, yeah, USD versus the CAD. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. I don't remember the exact exchange rate, but it's not favorable. What's the name of the song, guys? This guy doesn't know the name of the song. Wait, isn't there an emote for this? Yeah. Sorry, no one's gonna donate you $140 because imagine $140 worth of Taco Bell instead. So true. If Green Dekisu is here, he would activate like a sleeper agent. I'm pretty sure he hears the words Taco Bell and he literally starts foaming at the mouth. I've never really paid attention to this song whenever it's played, but honestly, this is also just a good song. It's very repetitive, but it's good. Really could be so much worse. What? That works? This song's okay, but it really could use some laughing clowns. Perhaps an iconic one at that. Not used to the song being in a higher pitch. Yeah, that's fair. Banana Assassin. Hello. What's up, Zelda? Welcome, everyone. What is up? You know what's crazy? I hear the song and all of a sudden I'm craving a Big Mac. Isn't that absurd? May I ask why you're digging 1,024 chunks? You may ask. 'Cause it's fun. It is satisfying, relaxing, enjoyable, and I just want to create a really large hole in the ground.
Thank you.
Chunk. Precisely. Thank you for the follow. Don't mind us. We're just here to experience the joys of creating a really large hole in the ground. No, I have not eaten food at McDonald's in over a year. And honestly, I don't crave it one bit. Also, am I crazy for thinking the Big Mac is just not a good sandwich? I don't think I ever liked the Big Mac. Big Mac is just too burger. If I was ever getting a burger from McDonald's, the one I enjoyed the most was the quarter pounder with cheese. Pretty basic, but like, I like the way that one was prepared compared to the other ones. Imagine a burger. What put in hole? Ha ha ha. Guy think we put stuff in hole. Am I your dad? Are you a baby? Are you too young to be on Twitch? Look, if you're old enough to type in chat, you're old enough to work in the coal mines. Get to mining. Wow, I can't believe that your dad is the only person that likes this burger. There's definitely not a single other person that will eat the quarter pounder with cheese. So, are you okay? No, I'm actually about to have a psychotic episode in about 5 seconds, and I will be sent to a mental institute promptly. Yeah, no, I think I'm okay. We're just chilling. We're just chilling and mining. Everything's all good. Nothing wrong with that. I have heard this story before, and I don't know if it's true, but honestly, I feel like Americans are definitely idiotic enough to fall for this. They definitely would think 1/3 is smaller than a fourth. I like to mine for fun too. Boy, you're in for a treat. There's actually people in the world that like to mine.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Honestly, to be fair, sometimes I do find fractions a little confusing, but I've never thought in my life that 1/3 is smaller than 1/4. So I feel like I might be in the 1% in terms of top intelligence in the United States of America. Maybe even 0.01. Because I can understand the fact that 1/3 is in fact bigger than 1/4. Something something, do not look at that ILM emote trapping. What? Instead of imagining a burger, what if we imagine 1/100th of a burger? That's actually a fun mental exercise. Can you imagine a 1/100th of a burger? The song's a banger, by the way. The chunk. Good Koinu, what is up? What's up, Pixel? Oh, everyone's here today. What is up, guys? Everyone wants to watch the chunks tonight. Imagine 1/1,000,000th of a chunk. No way. Going through rhythm game withdrawal. As in you want to play rhythm games, but you're not playing rhythm games? Imagine that. How many millions are in one chunk? About 1,000,000. How do you do? I'm doing fine, honestly. I'm tired from work, but hey, I'm finally on my work weekend. 3 days off in a row starting tomorrow. So, you know what? I'm happy. It's not your choice. We'll just play Osu at work. Come on. Loki, I don't think I understand either ideal. Wait! Oh man, I don't remember the name of the song, but I swear there's a Nightcore map of this song on Osu, right? Is this the one that Nico played a long time ago? Or am I thinking of a different one? I'm trying to jog my memory here. Okay, I gotta see this. Am I right? Okay, this is definitely is the one Nico played a long time ago. There's no way it's not. Trying to get a job. You have an interview as a legal assistant on Thursday? Good luck, good luck. Hopefully you get the job. That's the one moment I'm only play. Guys, I would never play a map. Come on. Come on. Don't have any dress clothes. I hope this does not matter. Do your best. I should buy a VR and play Devil's Roulette on stream. This sounds very chunk inefficient. I don't think I will be doing this. Also, yeah. Banger after banger. By the way, is it Zun or Zune? I've never actually looked up the correct pronunciation. I've always said Zune, but that could be wrong. I should play Devil's Roulette as a break from chunking. No. I'm also not gonna spend money on a VR just to play. It's pronounced legume. You're so right. You're so right, Goink. I wonder where you came up with that idea. I always thought it was Zune. But either way, I'm so happy that Zune exists. This guy has made banger after banger. Zoom. Have I ever heard of a Hamburgini? This sounds like an American product. True, just the volume of music he's made is impressive. It's also just incredible that it's also banger after banger. Didn't miss a block, did I? It doesn't look like it. Bro, they just took The Simpsons off the TV. You're Homerless. This is so true. Bork! No, 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 no. Not the Bork. Zune is the cookies of making music. So true. Zune is like 2013 cookiesy. Look, have we ever seen Zune and Cookiesy in the same room before? I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. You had to explain to the wife what Mr. Cookiesy 727 is? Oh my god. Oh man. That's really awesome. But like in what context would this have come up in 2025? Unless you just brought it up. Zunizi. The first time you saw my profile picture, you thought it was just going to be an old man streaming. I mean, could still be true. You don't know my age. Sent it in the Discord. Let's see this. Right. Okay. Okay. I've seen this image float around from time to time. That's crazy that it's still being shared around and edited though. That is unbelievable. I'm 34. Guys, is it over for me? Am I cooked? Do I really sound 34? I am not 40. It's not true, man. It's not true. Sound 30 max. Also, I'm just digging for fun. I'm literally just here to just chill, relax, and make a giant hole in the ground. No, it's a different one. I'm old enough to have grandchildren. Man, that is not true. Well, okay, I guess technically possible, but I think that would be concerning, to say the very least. But no, I am... Fortunately, I mean, I'm still old, but I'm 26. Not 34. Not yet, anyway. I mean, think of it this way. I was literally born in the 1900s. Says the guy who was born in 1999. I am literally from a different century. I am in fact 26. Not to be confused with 62. I am not that old. Not yet. I sound so much older. This is so sad. I can't believe I'm not a little baby anymore. It's probably because I'm not putting on my Mr. Beast YouTuber voice. Maybe that's why I sound so old. I'm just chilling. I'm not putting on a show. But yeah, of course I'm still digging. This is what I do. This is my life now. I dig the blocks in Minecraft, and I will enjoy it. And all of you will be indoctrinated into enjoying it. Think he's starting to regret the 1024 chunks? I really am not. I'm actually really enjoying it, if you can believe it. What client do I use? I am playing Minecraft. Well, yeah, I mean, I gotta be digging if it takes me time, you know? I don't know what I was just trying to say. Yeah, like, digging 1024 chunks takes a lot of time, man. It is a long time. Wow. Has it really already been 3.5 years since I created this account? If one guy can do on Hermitcraft, I can do it. I think I believe in myself. I will be able to do this. Also, yes, I will be leading us into the mines in the communist revolution. As is prophesized in the deep slate stone tablet thing. Sorry, I'm still really out of it. Communism. I cannot wait to create the USSR, but it is the United States Soviet Revolution or whatever. Storing every block, completionist. I can't believe he broke all the blocks, man. You're telling me he breaks every block in a 1024 chunk area? Yeah, my entire world. Well, obviously the 1024 chunks is just the appetizer. That's just step one of digging the entire world. Hang on, hanging on, hanging on. Yeah, it's time to get rid of the far lands. That's how people make skyblock maps. They just break every block in the sea. It is true. I have been hired to make skyblock maps. It's just taken me a little while. Man, TNT dupers are so boring. Imagine using TNT machines and whatnot to get rid of your blocks when you could just mine it. And you could have fun while doing so. Yo, what's up, Muffin? How you doing tonight? What is up? Plink. Plunk. Muffin doing the stealth request while no one's looking. Shoutouts to Pickle. We must mine the chunks. I can't believe you guys have entered into the world's longest Twitch stream where I'm actually going to be mining the entire rest of the project in one go. A nice chill, like 1700-hour stream. Should you go to sleep? Yes or no? I think you should go mine a chunk right now. You don't got Minecraft beside you? Okay. Get Minecraft beside you and then start mining a chunk. Problem solved. Block Friday. Well, obviously you don't sleep until you mine a chunk. How could you ever fall asleep knowing that you have a chunk to mine? That's absurd. Look, I was gonna mine that block anyways, Muffin. It's okay. It's alright. Alright, 1 hour in. Very nice, very nice. It's all right. You're right. So true. Silverfish! Silverfish! Get out of here. Dude. I swear I thought there was another one. Am I tripping? Am I being trolled? I'm being trolled. Okay, see ya, Pixel. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck with your job interview. I hope you get it. Please get the job. Good luck. In the meantime, I am currently being employed by Chunk Mining Incorporated. Still watching. Bye, Pixel! Bye! Bye! Goodbye! See ya! Now watch this drive. Bye-bye. You guys want to hear the real quote of the day? If you are in a theater, you must yell fire. It's true. It's true. Oh, especially if it's a crowded theater. I should add. The chunk is almost done. Yeah, we're about 2/3 of the way done. Got some pineapple. Enjoy. I definitely am not judging you. Mr. Washi is about to be our next completionist. Nobody even knows who he is. Yeah, sounds about right. I literally know nothing about that guy. But I've also just not really kept up with the Osu score farming scene since I completed Osu. Look, Momo the Pineapple has no space in my heart. Hate that guy. Imagine using TNT. Imagine. Couldn't be me. Okay, happy Easter. Goodbye, good night. Yeah, it seems like Washi is gonna be our most low-key completionist since Pretzel. In terms of like social media presence and just awareness from like the OC community at large. Maybe even more low-key than Pretzel, because again, I literally know nothing about this guy. How much rank score does he have? I'm kind of shocked that his rank score isn't that high, at least from what I... Like, he's not top 5 rank score. 622, dang. Okay, but I also don't know his skill level, so... I don't know if he's just trolling or just, you know, it's hard for him. 9 trillion. That would be impressive, considering that's not doable yet. Yeah, if Washi is not 4-digit, then that makes a lot more sense to me. If they are 4-digit, though, they're trolling. Yeah. Where in 5 digit though? I'm curious. I mean, I would assume top 50K? 40K? Okay. Not a bad guess then. Yeah, I mean, I'm not hating on Washi. He seems a lot more respectable from what I can see than one of the other completionists. Anyways, though. Like how TV Tropes calls Wikipedia the other wiki. Well, obviously TV Tropes is a lot more important than Wikipedia. Isn't there another person that's also really close to completion? Or like relatively close? I feel like there's two dudes about to get completion that I know literally nothing about. I don't believe you, Grill, because a completionist would never eat a pineapple. It's true. Microwave. So true. Yeah, 739. Again, know nothing about him, but... What a nice tune. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, 99% with how many maps there are now is so much harder than 99% when I was at that point. Like, isn't the difference already, like, another plus 30,000 maps or something stupid? I don't know how many ranked maps there are now. Is it 130K? 140K? 1 trillion, billion, million? If I remember correctly, my completion percentage is like under 80% now, which is honestly absurd. Like, it didn't even feel like it was that long ago, man. I mean, I've made very little effort to actually keep up with maps, relatively, but still, you would think. It just doesn't help that time really flies by. Time files by, so true. Dude, every time I see the word time files, the intro of the song just starts blasting in my head. That song is low-key a banger. Like, I feel like I do not listen to that song enough. Dun, dun, dun. Is anything ever high key for me? Look, I say low key the same way that millennials say like. Let me have this. Low key chaos. The truth. You need 99.4 billion more score to reach level 101. Are you telling me that you have like somewhere in the 20 billion total score range? Is this what you're admitting live on stream? Gotta pump those numbers up. You gotta get to work. You dare admit this? Sorry, I'm being so hostile for no reason. But get to work. Oh yeah, I think I would actually have a heart attack live on stream if I saw how much total score you had. You probably have I want to say just from guessing you have under 10 billion total score. That is my guess. No, not you, Perry. I know you have 27 because you need 127 billion. Roughly, anyways. $4.7 billion. I said under 10 billion. Those who know. I'm wrong. Oh, okay. You have one total score. I believe you. I believe it. Okay, well, love maps aren't real, so still though. Can't believe there's 1,337 ranked maps right now. Boy, I can't wait to tell you what the max combo on the big black is. You're gonna be shocked, dude. Yo. Oh, speaking of 1,337, incredible. What is up, Dreamer? Speak of the devil. Me when I am in Georgia. The dreamer's dream. No, 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 no. I'm feeling the pressure. Dang, Dreamer's Dream is on Spotify? I guess that shouldn't shock me, but I've never thought about that. I don't know, but I don't even know if we're even gonna get to... By the way, I don't know if we're gonna get to Dreamer's Dream. Hey, this guy loves joining towards the end of streams. Every single time. What's up, Honk? Sorry, no Chinese Dario Core wife in the chat today. Where is she? Not watching chunk mining, I'll tell you that. I do hope you get your Chinese Dario Core wife one day. We will be rooting for you. Dude, imagine 10 hours of being in bed with your Chinese Dario Core wife watching Instagram reels. Absolutely incredible. Sorry, you're gonna cry of peak. What if instead of Herobrine hiding in my world, it was a Chinese Dario Core wife? Find her immediately. You would actually care to play Minecraft. You were awake for 22 hours and then only slept for 2. You fell asleep right when you got second wind. This is what happened. Truly unfortunate. Why were you awake for 22 hours? Were you like taking 1 billion exams? Fixing sleep schedule. Oh, the classic. Oh man, I've done that a lot of times in my life. I swear it never works. Never long term anyways. You're always hallucinating a wife. Surely, if you just stop taking your medication, she'll become real. Your alarms don't wake you up. Dude, you know what you need, Honk? Good thing you never hallucinate having a wife. I'm proud of you, Muffin. You know what you need, Honk? You need like one of those video. You need that video of the guy waking up in like the middle of like a swamp, getting hit with a watermelon or something. I forget how this video goes. You need some kind of contraption that just dunks you into a swamp and wakes you up like that every morning. Same, but by 7 p.m. she disappears. Oh man. You just have very vivid dreams that you want to actualize in its many forms. I think the fix to this is Tylenol. You're welcome. Your alarms can be heard from down the hallway from people in the room so you don't wake up. That's crazy. Like, I consider myself a pretty heavy sleeper, but I've never, like, slept through alarms that badly, except when I used to work at the bakery. When I worked at the bakery, dude, like Yellowstone erupting from right under my bed would not wake me up. I was actually out cold every single night. You're back to Dairy Queen for 3 weeks. Is it time to start throwing ketchup packets into babies' faces again? Yeah, for winter break, that makes sense. You live up to your name. You can't wake up on, on your... Yeah, I mean, look. As a professional dreamer, it is your duty to dream up of the most eloquent dream sequences ever created. Can I have a blizzard? Okay. Monkey paw curls. You now have an unending winter in July. College between Thanksgiving and winter break is not real. Fair. Also, Muffin, why is your house on Mars? Can you please explain this to me? Wait, this was Muffin's request, right? Yeah. What's Mars? It's like a candy bar. You could explain, but you don't think you will right now. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. You can explain yourself in like 3 to 7 business weeks. We'll probably be done by then. I will not ask about this. I will try my best not to poke further into this inquiry. Recently found GF, and after we ended call, you went to sleep, and it was a nightmare. 3 times after we called the same night, you had nightmares. I think you might be possessed. I think your new girlfriend is actually a witch, and she's currently preparing her big black cauldron to cook you into a stew. I think this is true. She did have nightmare ones. Well, I've had nightmares many times. I'm kind of a professional nightmare haver. Man, you know, that actually makes me think. I wish I had fun nightmares. I swear, some people get like actually interesting nightmares, and then the nightmares I get are just really stupid. Like, not even like interesting. You have nightmares, but you don't think they're scary, it's just boring. Yeah. I think the worst nightmares to have are the ones that are scary in a boring way. I hate whenever I've gotten nightmares of things that just could, like, actually happen to me. It's like, yay. Nothing ever happens. Well, a Patience fan would say, not yet. When you woke up from the nightmare, you just laugh for 5 minutes after. I don't think I've ever had a dream that made me laugh. I've definitely had dreams that made me just kind of like upset. Nightmares are generally disturbing at times. Yeah, that's not fun. I think the last nightmare I had was actually like really quite silly. I literally don't remember anything about the dream except for the very end of the dream where I was looking out a window and in the dream I thought, you know, this would be a very like perfect time for a jump scare to happen. And then a jump scare happened in the dream and then I woke up. I just remember waking up thinking like, yep, that was in fact perfect timing. Nightmares be happening at night sometimes. Oh my god. That's impossible. You might want to get that checked out. You've had more dreams than you can count where you're like, oh man, I hope a jump scare doesn't happen and it causes it to happen. Yeah. I think that like that's happened to me multiple times now, and I had one recently that was exactly like that. You once had sleep paralysis, but you told yourself to wake up and you did. Yeah, you know what? I think I've actually had this experience once where I think I actually was experiencing sleep paralysis, and I'm like, this is stupid. I'm gonna wake up now, and I actually did. I'm just like, why is this creature just staring at me? This is so boring. Wake up. Like, literally, my only experience with sleep paralysis that I can remember was actually just boring. Right. Incredible. You gotta tell him to grow up. Grow up, dude. Find a job, maybe. Kept yourself awake as much as possible for like a week straight when he's 14 after his... Jeez. Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun, not fun. Ooh, Instamind blocks. Okay, okay. Time save literally right at the end. I'm sure there's some actual reason dreams are important, but I've had some good ones. You know what? I just thought about this. Alright, have a good one, Perry. Good night. Goodbye. You know what? I just remembered a nightmare I had. I can't really talk about it on stream, but like, I think it might be the only time in my life where a nightmare literally made me wake up crying, dude. I didn't even know that was possible. That you could actually have a nightmare bad enough where you wake up crying. I don't know if anyone else has ever experienced that, but I've experienced that exactly one time in my life, and I'm like, dude, that's messed up. Like, there's been other nightmares where I woke up, like, sad or, like, just, like, scared, but there's only one time where I woke up crying. Was it the one you were there for? Yeah, you were. I think it happened, like, 2 years ago, something like that. I don't remember exactly how long ago it's been, but yeah, that it was insane. That's certainly one of those things. Start crying after the new Miranda. Yeah, I mean it's just like, why does our brain make us vividly imagine these things to the point of making ourselves upset? Like, again, I know there's some evolutionary reason for it, but it feels so unnecessary to make dreams and nightmares that are so vivid to the point of actually making you react by the time you wake up. It just feels unnecessary. I don't think dreams should just not exist, but they shouldn't be so terrible sometimes. I could do without nightmares. But yeah, I mean, on the flip side, I've definitely also had some dreams where I was really enjoying it. It was really nice, and I woke up happier. But It's just sometimes you get those ones where it's like, oh wow, this is terrible and I'm having a terrible time. Okay, I don't even know if this is classified as nightmare, but I think the most common type of dream that I remember night by night, like these days, is literally dreams where all I'm doing is just repetitive tasks at my actual job, just over and over, but in the dream. I guess that's a nightmare. It doesn't, like, scare me. It's literally just exhausting. Dude, it's not even Groundhog Day. It's literally just... It's more like just an endless... Not loop, but just an endless day. It's just the one day, but it just doesn't end. Rather than being the same thing repeated over and over. Work in my sleep. Dude, it literally... I remember there was one time I had one so bad that I literally... It was when I worked at the bakery. I had a work dream so bad where I contemplated calling out of work because I felt so exhausted from the dream. I was like, dude, I literally just worked a shift. What do you mean I gotta go work today? Anyways. There we go. That was honestly pretty slow one, but that was a super dense chunk. Massive. Okay, that's the blocks mined. I got 28 diamonds. And then I need to screenshot my stats. We're almost at 1,000 deep slate diamond ore mined. Wowee. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Well, anyways. That is gonna be it for me. I am pooped, but I don't work the next few days, so please get ready for some longer streams the next few days. Okay. But yeah, I'm out of here. Good night. Goodbye. Time to experience another work dream. Am I right? I can't wait to work another 12-hour